Hey guys, it's the Barefoot Angler. Hope you're well and good to see you all again. In this video, you're going to see me install the Humminbird Helix 9 onto my 2017 Hobie Outback. Alright guys, stay tuned. Let's go through it step by step. Alright guys, so let's go through some of the tools and accessories you'll need for this installation. I'll list everything in the description anyway. Starting off with the tools, we've got the crimp tool, screwdriver and a heat gun. And for the power management side, we got the power cable that came with the sounder and going with the FPV lithium battery. That came with a female pigtail and 2 crimps. For this installation, we'll use the 2 crimps and use the fused pigtail for the final installation. And got some shrink wrap, extra grommets, and the sounder mounting bracket will sit on top of RAM universal electronics mount, and that will go on to a 1.5-inch trackball. And I had to purchase some extra bolts to fit the mounting bracket. There's some extra screws that came with the sounder. Not sure if we're going to use them, but these screws, we'll use them to mount the transducer. So if you got a 2019 Outback or a ProAngler, you won't need the next mount for this installation because you'll have the Guardian transducer mount, which will be nice and simple to install this transducer. But if you've got a 2018 Outback or ProAngler or below, then you'll need this BerleyPro Hobie mount. Basically that will mount onto the transducer as so. And this little plate will sit underneath the kayak and will protect the transducer. And it came with these 2 little metal plates. I'm not sure what that's for, but I'm sure we'll find out in the, throughout this installation. And this little thing is a cable management cassette. Once the installation is completed, this will plug into the back of the unit itself. Alright guys, so I think this is all what we need. If there's anything more, I'll obviously let you guys know. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so for the purpose of this installation, I've removed my old sounder, transducer and the wiring. So this installation would look like a brand new one from scratch. So part 1 is to remove the backing plate from the kayak. And we'll use the same 3 bolts to fit in the BerleyPro backing plate as well. Alright, so we got the backing plate out. So the next step is to get the BerleyPro transducer plate installed to the actual transducer itself using the screws that came in box. So that's to get the right side. So this is the rough side. And we've got a bit of a smooth side, so we'll put the smooth side face up and line them up against the holes. So we've screwed on the transducer to the backing plate. So the next step is to feed the wiring through the hole and then get this installed. Now the 2 metal plates that came with the BerleyPro mounts, we won't use them in this installation as it's not required. Alright, so the wiring's through and we're ready to screw this on. So you've got the option of screwing it on as is, but your transducer will be exposed. So in this instance, I'm going to go with the covering plate, so my transducer is protected. Okay, so it's fully screwed on. So the next step is to flip the kayak and start running the wiring through the hull. Okay, we got the kayak flipped. So the next step is to run the transducer cable through the through hull fitting. There's a bolt at the back of the through hull fitting. To access that, we'll have to open up the front hatch. There's some forms underneath here which will come off. and then reach out and unscrew that bolt. Let's do that now. Okay. Now this will help if you've got long arms, but I don't, so it's a bit of a struggle. Whatever you do, make sure not to drop the lock nut in here. So it'll be a mission to get it out. So we removed the through hole fitting, and this was the little nut that was holding it on, and it comes with a little gasket that we'll remove now, and this needs to be fed through the transducer cable. Like so. And then we'll feed the cable through the hole. So we fed the cable through the hole, got the little gasket there. So the next step is to remove this grommet through the through hole fitting and choose a grommet from this grommet tree that will fit your cable. Now you should have spare grommets that came with your kayak. But if you don't have them, go see your local Hobie dealer. They might have some spare, or you may have to purchase them from the dealership. Okay, so we'll figure out which one would fit this cable. So we found the grommet that fits this cable, and it should easily slide through these grooves, and it'll look like this once it's all done. So let's put it all back together. Next we'll pull the transducer cable out and feed this little lock nut that goes at the back of the through hole mount. Okay, so we got the lock nut in. So the next step is to bring this transducer cable through this through hole mount. So we'll unscrew these 3 bolts. And it's the same process as before with finding the right grommet that will fit into this cable. We'll also start running the power cable through here as well. Okay, we've removed the through hole fitting and pulled through the transducer cable. Next we'll feed the power cable through as well. Okay. And once that's done, we'll leave a little bit of length to play around with fitting the sounder. Now we'll feed through the gasket that came with the through hole fitting. And we'll find the right grommets for the 2 wires and plug this back in. Alright, so the wires are plugged in with the grommets. Time to screw this back. Next we'll get this cable tray and mount that on. To do that, there's 2 screws at the back. We unscrew them. Okay, the cables are lined up. The easiest way to do this is on the front, it'll actually have the cutouts of the cable, so it's easy to figure out which cable goes where. And once you figure that out, it's pretty much slotting it in and running the cable through the back. And let's put this back together. Flip it back and the 2 screws on. Now that's done. Let's move on to getting the ram mount set up. So I'll get the ram ball here. It's a 1.5 inch ram ball that will go onto my track system. If you don't have a track system, I highly recommend installing one just to get that flexibility of moving it around. got the universal electronics mount by Ram. Tighten that in. And next we'll install the sounder bracket on top of this plate. And we will use the M5 bolts and lock nuts that we purchased from the hardware store. Okay, the bracket's installed. So next we'll use these knobs and rubber gasket to install the sounder onto the bracket itself, like so. Yeah, and it should be nice and easy. It should screw on. Okay, so the sounder's mounted on. Next thing we have to do is just plug in this cable management cassette. The Humminbird logo should be facing upright. Alright, that's locked in. Okay, so we're almost at the business end. Last part is to set up the battery and do the last bit of wiring. So with this FPV lithium battery, I'm gonna mount it to the front of my kayak. I've already got a Hobie battery holder there, so this will just fit into that. But there are options if you specifically go with this battery. BerleyPro does a battery holder as well that can mount towards the mast there, or at the back of the kayak as well. So make sure to check out their website on those options. All right, so we'll pull the power cable out to the front, and then we'll crimp it up against this fuse pigtail. Okay, so we got the power cable pulled out. We'll put some shrink wrap through that. So once the connection's made, we can heat that up. And now we'll get the crimps that came as standard, part of the battery pack. And we'll use the fuse pigtail. Now the fuse pigtail comes with a spare fuse, so keep that in a safe place. Now you'll see with these, you got a blue and a brown cable, and these got a red and a black cable. So the positive is red, negative is black with this, and with this fuse pigtail, negative is blue, positive is brown. So make sure to remember that. You also will get instructions in the battery pack as well. Okay, so I've shaved a little bit more wire, so there's a little bit more exposure there. So we'll push the crimp in as far as it goes, and get the little crimp tool and squeeze it down. That should be nicely crimped up. Okay. To do the other side. So red goes to brown and black goes to blue. All right, we're done. Now we just gotta pull through the shrink wrap and cover it all up. All right, time to install the battery. So this is nice and easy. With these ones, it's a waterproof connection. Basically screw it on. Done. All right, so let's turn on the sounder for the first time. Okay, and if we've done this correctly, it should all fire up. There you go, easy done. Alright guys, look, thanks a lot for being patient and watching this how-to video. If you got any questions, please leave some comments for us. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share with your mates, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.